Hi, I'm Dr. Elliot Adam from ElliotOracle.com. I'm also the author of the award-winning Fearless Tarot, How to Give a Positive Reading in Any Situation, which is out now from Llewellyn Books. So if you like my empowering approach to tarot, you're going to really love this book. It's time for this week's Oracle Reveal. So earlier today on Instagram, I placed up a photo of 3 different animals, and I asked you to use your intuition and just ask yourself, which animal's getting caught in your head? Because that animal has a message for you. And the animals were the Honorable Horse, the Rowdy Rooster, and the Prosperous Pig. So if you're just joining us right now, ask yourself which animal's getting caught in your head, because that is the animal that has your message. For those who picked the Honorable Horse, the card says freedom, leadership, and intuition. And horse is a card or an animal of leadership. If you're attracted to horse at this time, it could be a time to take charge. It could also be a time to be of assistance or to request assistance. So if you're needing to get to a destination, the horse reminds us that we don't always get there by ourselves. And so you might want to reach out to someone who can help you. First card for horse is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we got the Temperance card. The angel of temperance is all about balance and moderation. You can see the angel has 1 foot in the stream of water and then 1 foot on the dry land. And so if you're attracted to horse this week, this could be a time where you're really balancing the mundane requirements of your life with how you're feeling at this time, with your emotions. Temperance is also a card that will tell you that your body's a barometer. It'll tell you exactly how much of something you can take. And so it's important that you are withdrawing from or limiting how stressed you're getting, and to really check in with your body. Are you feeling tight? Are you feeling anxious? What do you need to do to kind of give yourself that self-care so that you can calm the energy down? The second card is advice from your inner wisdom if you pick the horse, and you do got the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands says that for the horse people, it's no surprise that there's a lot on your shoulders or a lot on your back, just like the horse, and that you're kind of struggling to make something happen. The Ten of Wands does indicate that there's a burden or something that's really heavy right now that you have to see to. However, the Ten of Wands also shows that even though this figure is burdened, he's walking across the field and he's just about to cross that threshold there. And so the Ten of Wands will indicate that you just have to give it this last push. I feel like with the 2 cards here, they're really saying that there's something really heavy that you have a lot of pressure on you for, and that you're really needing to check in with your body, check in with your spirit, and make sure that you're handling yourself in a loving or caring way, and balancing some of those practical, responsible aspects, the angel with the foot on the earth, with some of your more emotional needs, spiritual needs, self-care needs at this time. It's important that you are giving yourself exactly what you're needing. And then finally, the Ten of Wands can indicate that you're almost there, that you're almost at the threshold. This is almost done. So just take care of yourself as you're wrapping up the loose ends. And then finally, the mythic archetype that is going to help you if you pick the horse is Selinus. He's called the Moon Man in ancient Greek. That's what his name means. And Selinus is the teacher of Dionysus, the god of wine. What he could be telling you is that this is a time to teach yourself or to gravitate toward what's going to help you release and also teach you how to get in touch with what's instinctual. Maybe it doesn't always make logical sense, but you do want to listen to that part of yourself that needs care at this time. Trust your instincts, trust that lunar energy, and you're going to find your way through your challenges just fine. The second animal is the Rowdy Rooster, and the card says authority, influence, and responsibility. And Rooster just reminds me of kind of, waking up in the morning or getting a fresh start. So this could be a time of awakening for you if you're attracted to Rooster, but it also could be a declarative animal where you're really feeling like you need to use your voice or be heard, or to wake yourself up if you've been in a slog of like sleepwalking through life. First card for Rooster is where it's best to place your focus. And we get the Page of Wands reversed. And the Page of Wands reversed can indicate that at this time, you really want to cultivate a talent, cultivate an ability. But don't look to the left of you or to the right of you and see what other people are doing. But instead have faith in your own song at this time. The Page of Wands could also indicate that the best place to place your focus this next week is going to be in cultivating a talent and also in your confidence about it. Page of Wands reversed is a card of growing. And, upright or reversed, the Page of Wands holds that wand that's a lot taller than he is. And this could be a time that you're still growing into some sort of a power. When the Page of Wands comes up reversed, some of his confidence leaves him. And so you're going to want to be confident in what you are developing at this time, even if you're not getting that outward adulation or that pat on the back or somebody else saying, hey, you're on the right track, good for you. This is going to be a time where you really have to find your own way. The second card is the advice from your inner wisdom, and we get the Hermit card for Rowdy Rooster. Hermit is, again, telling you to keep your own counsel. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Really turn inward for the answer that you're looking for. The Hermit knows that all the answers to every challenge he's going through can be found within. And so this is an important time to rely on yourself. Also, both of these figures are leaning on staves. And so this could be a time when you're really leaning on what's steady or stabilize yourself. And also the wand is a symbol for growth, and the Hermit staff is a symbol for wisdom. And so this could be a time when you're really leaning on your own wisdom, your own experience. This isn't a time to get, your answers from everybody else, for example. The Hermit is also going through the dark, and he just has his little lantern to show him the way forward. And only the next 3 feet in front of him are apparent in the dark. And this is just saying that right now, this is, for Rowdy Rooster, a time where you're kind of in the dark, you're in the middle of something, and you're not quite at your destination yet, but you need to have faith in that path. And then finally, the mythic archetype that's going to help Rowdy Rooster are the Lorah. They're the goddesses of the hours. And they just basically tell you that everything has its season. Everything has its time. And things are taking their time at this time. The Hermit is an old man going over a snowy, icy mountain peak, and he's got a cane. So he's not going very fast. And the Lorah could indicate that even though it may feel like things aren't moving very fast right now, in their season, all is going to bloom well. And then finally, we got the Prosperous Pig. And so if you pick Prosperous Pig, the card says regeneration, good luck, and abundance. This could be a time to do some abundance magic or some time to really focus on that prosperity consciousness at this time. Pigs are extremely fertile. They have a lot of babies. So the pig could also be a time of increase or really focusing on creating more of something in your life. First card for Prosperous Pig is where it's best to place your focus this next week. And we got the ambitious card of the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands shows a lord of a manor. He's got everything he could possibly want, and yet he's not satisfied. He's looking out over the horizon and he's holding that globe in his hand. It's as if he wants something more. So Two of Wands is saying that this might be a time for you, if you pick Prosperous Pig, where you are raising your standards, where you're growing, where you're really looking toward increase, or you're just letting your ambitious nature soar at this time. The only problem with the Two of Wands is sometimes it's insatiable. So it's like, well, if I can only accomplish this next thing, then I'll be happy. And then you accomplish that thing. And then it's like, oh, well, now I want this thing because I'm still not happy. So a Two of Wands is really telling you to check within and to make sure that you already have a happy heart. Otherwise, all these victories are going to feel kind of hollow. The second card for Prosperous Pig is advice from your inner wisdom, and we do get the Eight of Swords. Sometimes this is a card of fear, anxiety, worry. And when I couple that with the achievement-seeking Two of Wands and the Prosperous Pig, the Eight of Swords could indicate that this is a time where your inner wisdom is alerting you to battle with some sort of self-doubt, something that's keeping you tied up in knots, or something that's not making you feel 100% confident. Even though this lady looks victimized and challenged by what's around her with the swords, and she's tied up in ropes, she can free herself by rubbing herself against those swords and cutting the bonds that bind her. So Eight of Swords is saying, don't let your fears tie you up in knots, but free yourself at this time. And also seek out ambition, seek out the thing that's going to improve your life, but don't make that destination point the thing that's going to bring you value, or it will feel hollow. And then finally, we got the mythic archetype that's going to help you if you pick Prosperous Pig, and we got Dionysus, the god of wine. Dionysus will always show up to just say, it's time to relax. It's time to transcend the struggle, the problem, the challenge, and allow yourself some enjoyment. I feel like there's a lot of worry for the Prosperous Pig, and it might have to do with your position, your prosperity, or your security. And Dionysus is just saying, hey, unplug from that, give back to yourself. You can come back to your tasks replenished and renewed. And that is this week's Oracle. I do hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can always check out elliotoracle.com to schedule a reading with me. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next time.